Okay, so boom, this is all I have right here. I picked up some acetone from Paint Masters. Went to Paint Masters, got some acetone. 80 grit sandpaper from Home Depot. Got fiberglass matting, some resin. Hardener should be on top. Gloves, don't want to get my hand messy. Measuring cup, and you're gonna need, wow, paintbrush. You're gonna need paintbrush. Since this sandpaper is so big, I pretty much cut it in 4 sections. That way it's easier for me to use. Okay, so after I just sanded down my area where I'm gonna lay my fiberglass matting, pretty much down here, right here, and this in between this crease right here, and up here. So use my 80 grit, rough up the spots. So now I'm just gonna use some acetone to clean off my area. I mentioned that these 2 holes are gonna be closed as well. I pretty much already sanded down around the area at the front, and as for the back side, I'm gonna do the same and basically cap it off from the back. That way I can fill from the front. Okay, so before I lay down my fiberglass matting, there's some creases. Make sure that you support your back. All right, so I pretty much got my fiberglass all laid out. Make sure you know where it goes where, because once you lay down the resin, it dries up really fast. I'm gonna have 3 going out this way, that way, and that way. Pretty much 3 in each corner. Make sure it's all secured and whatnot. Okay, so I have my measuring cup, some water. This is my resin. I need to open this. There we go. Get the hardener. This is gonna be your hardener. Resin, toothbrush, something to mix with. So basically what I'm gonna do, since I don't want to waste my measuring cup. I'm gonna pour 2 ounces. I want to use at least 2 ounces. I don't need that much resin, so I'm gonna pour 2 ounces in here. 2 ounces of water. Let's see, get that out of the way. Okay, so poured 2 ounces of water. So I'm gonna dump this out. Gonna dump this back in here. 2 ounces. I'm gonna grab a marker, make my line. Right there is good. Okay, so I made my line. Now that's 2 ounces in this cup. I'm gonna pour this back out. Now I'm gonna use this cup to put my resin in. All right, so I need to pour my resin into this cup. I'm gonna grab my resin. At the back, you're gonna see how many drops of hardener you need to put inside your cup. So I'm going with the top left. I need 18 drops. I need to drop at least, okay, so 18 drops per ounce. I have 2 ounces. 18 times 2 is 32. Okay, so I need to drop 32 drops of hardener inside this cup. So I'm gonna pour my resin. I need to pour, okay. I need to cover this back up. Okay, now we need to pour 32 drops, 18 drops per ounce. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, once you've done that, make sure you mix this properly. And you need to stir, 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 stir. Okay, my first fail. I realized I squeezed way too much hardener in there. At the end of my 30-second drop, I squeezed the bottle way too hard, so it added way more hardener than it should. Not even 3 minutes, and it started to turn like gel. So it's pretty much rock solid at this point. It started burning through the plastic. I had to get another plastic so it doesn't burn through and make a mess. But yes, this is what will happen if you put too much hardener in your resin. All right, guys, it's now 12 p.m. I stopped at 5 in the morning. It usually takes like probably 4 to 6 hours to cure, hard enough for you to actually sand it down. So I'm gonna smoothen out the edges with 80 grit sandpaper. Make sure it transitions within the body and the sheet metal. So I'm gonna tackle that when I get home from school. I'm already pretty late. I'll see you then.